welcome back to my channel. I'm Gracie from Small Pine Crafts, and today we are going to be learning how to make this flower granny square. Just a quick disclaimer, this tutorial is not meant to teach you how to crochet. This is simply to teach you how to make this particular granny square. So go learn how to do the magic circle, double crochet, and these clusters, and come back. To make this square, you will need 3 colors of yarn of any choice, a crochet hook, pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle for weaving in your ends. We're going to start off by making a magic circle. So grab your first color of yarn, put it like this, like that. Catch the yarn, pinch it to secure, and pull through. Now we're going to make the first main circle. So we're going to start off with a stacked single crochet. That will count as our first of 12 double crochets in the magic circle. So start by chaining 1, go into the circle, pull up a loop, and single crochet. Now you're going to go put your hook between these 2 bars here, pull up a loop, and complete the single crochet. So that will count as our first of 12 double crochets. So now we're going to pull out some yarn, and we're going to put 11 more stitches in this magic circle, double crochets. So it's 2, 3 stitches out of 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches total, 1 stacked single crochet, 11 double crochets. Now grab this part of the magic circle, pull it closed, and then we're going to slip stitch here into the very top of the stacked single crochet to finish off this round. There you go. The first round is done. Now we're going to fasten off. So we're going to chain 1, grab your scissors, cut, and pull it through. Now we're going to review the end weaving trick I taught you in the first part of this series, just to save time at the end. This is a super secure way where we use our crochet hook and pull the yarn through the back loops. So you're going to put your hook in through the back of that loop, catch the yarn, and pull it all the way through. We're going to do this at least halfway through the circle. Now, you don't have to weave your ends in this way. This is just the way I like to do it because it is super secure. And this granny square is part of a giant blanket I'm making as a wedding gift. So I really want these ends to be secure. And that should be enough. Now we're going to start on the second round. This will make the petals. So we're going to make a slip knot. Or to go from the opposite side of where we connected. So we're going to go in here, pull it through, chain 1, and now we're going to do half of a stacked single crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to make a single crochet. Then go into these bars, pull up a loop, and stop here because we're going to put a cluster of stitches in here to make the petal. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to do, in addition to this, 4 double crochets, but before completing the double crochet, you're going to stop and start another one. This is going to make a nice puff stitch. So yarn over, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, stop. We have 3 stitches now. Yarn over, pull up a loop, stop, 4 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through that, stop. So that makes a cluster of 5 stitches. Now you're going to yarn over and pull all the way through those loops. Now we're going to chain 1, and this counts as our increase. So the top of this cluster and the chain. Now we're going to make another cluster of 5 in the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, stop, yarn over, pull a loop, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, stop. So you're going to want 5 stitches right here, plus that little bit there. We're going to pull through all 5 of those clusters. And then we're going to chain 1. This counts as another increase. And we're going to put another 5 in this spot here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull through all of them. Chain 1. We now have 6 stitches. At the end of this, you're going to want to have 12 stitches to work with. So you're going to do a cluster and a chain 1 in all the stitches around. So let's do one more together. Pull up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull through, and chain 1. Now, just repeat that, ending on a chain 1 all the way around in all the stitches. I will meet you back when we're done with that. We've just done our last cluster and our last chain 1, so we're going to slip stitch into the top of this cluster here to finish off. Slip stitch, pull through, and now we bind off. Let's chain 1, grab your scissors, and cut. Now the flower portion of our granny square is complete. Now we're going to start the third round, which is the granny cluster portion of our flower granny square. So you're going to pick up your third color. You're going to make slip knot, and we're going to find a stitch to attach it at. I always like to do it in one of these chains here, but you can put it wherever you like. Put the slip knot on. Make sure it stays on your hook. This has taken like 3 takes, by the way. It keeps messing up. Chain 1, and now we're going to do a stacked single crochet and 2 double crochets in this stitch to make our first cluster. So through, pull up a loop, go through these 2 back bars, pull up a loop, single crochet, you can pull that tight. Now do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and there is our first cluster. For the next cluster, you're going to want to skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, yarn over, and do 3 double crochets in the skipped 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to make this into our corner. So we're going to chain 2 and put 3 more double crochets here. So yarn over, go in, double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Here's our corner. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches. We're going to put 3 double crochets in this stitch here, another cluster, 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches again, and we're going to make another corner. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, in the same stitch. Here's your corner. We're going to skip 2 stitches again for another cluster. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Again, skip 2 stitches. In the third one, we're going to make a corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches, skip 2 in the third, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, and we're going to make our final corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. It's our final corner. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of the stacked single crochet, but we're not going to bind off. What we're going to do now is make our fourth and final round of this particular square. But instead of cutting it off, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a stacked single crochet into this cluster space. So 1, pull up a loop, go through the back bars, through, then we're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and there's our cluster. Now we're going to put 3 more double crochets into this cluster here. So go into that space. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go into this corner and make another one. So we're going to do it the same way we did down below. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. There's our corner. So we're going to put double crochet clusters in here and then make corners here. So we'll go around and do it again together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here comes Rocky. 1, 2, 3, back at the corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. And there we've made 2 corners. Let's keep going around. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oh, 3, whoop, chain 2, and put 1, 2, 3. Let's keep going to finish this square off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, back at the beginning, going to slip stitch to the top of the stacked single crochet and going to bind off. And now we have completed our flower granny square. Now this square we just completed looks slightly different than this one that I made a while ago, because this one has been blocked, which is the act of pinning and wetting it to get it into the desired shape you would like. So these crisp corners, straight sides. So we're gonna weave in these ends real quick, and then I'll show you how to block the square. To block this granny square, you will need a blocking board or other foam mat, T-pins, and a spray bottle of warm water or garnet steamer. I'm going to start by pinning the corners. I want this to be 6 by 6. So I'm going to put a corner. Then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pin. No Guinness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pin it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to go to these clusters and I'm going to pin them. Oh, excuse me. Guinness. I'm just going to fill in the gaps here with pins to get the edges as straight as possible. Now that it's all pinned, take your spray bottle and wet it down. And then wait for it to dry and it will hold its shape. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment, subscribe. Come back next week to see how I make another granny square in this series. And I will see you in the next one.